Coming up on 9 News Mornings, a deadline is looming for landlords. It's creating business for inspectors as they try to get things done before the end of the year. 'Tis the season. It's Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and Christmas over the next few weeks. We'll share some ways to cut down on all that holiday stress. And today, we are saying goodbye to the one and only Gary Shapiro. Celebrate his 39 years with us as he heads into retirement. 9 News Morning starts right now.
That makes me sound old.
I just said, who's leaving? Gary's last morning on the anchor desk.
It is. Every day this week, Corey said, this is your last Monday. This is your last Tuesday.
I've been very sad, but today is actually your last day, and we have a huge show planned for you today.
I know you do. You guys have been working hard.
Come back for it, Gary.
Yeah.
They've been working hard and keeping me in the blind. I have no idea. So.
We were like, show up late, don't look at any of the rundowns.
Right?
You're going to love it, though.
Yeah.
The show up late part was fun.
Yeah, a little extra late alarm. And it sounds like the weather's going to be pretty decent today.
It is going to be very nice today. Seasonal, normal for this time of year. And then that will continue into the weekend. And what do you see Sunday? Near 60 degrees.
Wow.
Yes, take a look at that. As far as our weather goes for today, normal for this time of year, normal tomorrow, a little warmer on Sunday. But when you get that downslope warming push nearing 60 on Sunday, you know something is pushing it, and that's our next storm. So as we take a look at what we've got going on right now, 22 degrees out at the airport. We have just a few clouds drifting across the state, and that's the way it's going to be. Maybe a few mountain snow showers, otherwise mostly sunny skies. Tomorrow, we'll take it into Saturday. Just a few clouds drifting across the state, otherwise mostly sunny. So 47 degrees today with sunshine. Then for Saturday, 49 degrees. Here it is Sunday, nearing 60 degrees with lots of sunshine. Back to 49 degrees with a chance for snow late in the day on Monday. Here comes Tuesday. Look at this. Much colder weather, chance for light snow. And then on Wednesday, 33 degrees as the sunshine finally returns.
Ed, thank you so much. Right now, we want to show you what the commute is looking like out here. Nice and quiet for your Friday morning. This is our CDOT camera at I-25 and 20th Street. No issues to report there. As far as trouble spots go, we've got a crash clearing. Initially was blocking 2 right lanes. Doesn't look to be causing any delays for us on the map here, but just something to watch out for on westbound Highway 36 and 104th Avenue. And we've got some reported road work as well eastbound I-70 between Monaco Street and Central Park. Aside from that, smooth sailing elsewhere. Our interstates are looking great. Southbound 225 drive between I-70 and I-25 will only take you 10 minutes.
Thanks, Erica. Welcome back to you, too. In 3 weeks, every multifamily rental property in Denver is supposed to be licensed by the city. Keyword, supposed to be. 9 News reporter John Glasgow joins us once again. And John, the deadline is approaching, but the city says they haven't granted many of those multifamily licenses yet.
That's exactly right, Gary. I like that, supposed to be, because yeah, there are just not enough at this point right now, and landlords are running out of time. Right now, the city says that it's granted about 1,000 licenses to multifamily homes. Of course, all of them need to be registered with the city, and that is not happening right now. It's just right now a fraction of what it should be. And there's about 3 weeks until that deadline. So the deadline is January 1st, 2023. The Department of Excise and License says it's issued 820 licenses for multifamily homes. That's a fraction of the city's total number of multifamily properties, which is estimated around 25,000. So another 220 applications are currently pending. Property owners operating a single family property have an extra year until 2024 to get that license. So these licensed properties have to pass an inspection and submit that documentation as part of the application.
Anytime there's a brand new licensing requirement, we know not everyone's going to get licensed right away. It's going to take some time. We had something similar when we first started licensing short-term rentals like Airbnb years ago, where the first year we only had, at the end of the first year, about 30% of the people who were supposed to get licensed had a license. And then now, years later, we're up to 80% for short-term rentals. This is among the highest in the nation.
Right, so it's going to take some time to get all of these rental properties up to the code that the city is hoping for. Now, we did reach out to some of those inspection companies, and they did say that they are slammed with calls from landlords that are trying to get all of these inspections done. So there is a bit of a backlog there. But again, they're going to need to get up to that 25,000 mark, or at least that's the estimate. Right now, well below that.
All right, we'll see what happens with that. John, thank you.
Today is the last day Denver will accept first-time applications for emergency rental assistance. Federal funding from the Coronavirus Relief Fund and American Rescue Plan is running low. The city says it will continue processing recertification applications that anyone turned in before November 1st, as well as first-time applications submitted by the end of day. But come midnight, no more new applications. Since the program started, nearly 14,000 households have benefited from federal rent assistance. Denver's locally funded temporary rent and utility assistance program is still available.
Colorado's Democratic Attorney General is joining a multi-state effort to stop Albertsons' $4 billion payout shareholders while the company's merger with Kroger is under review. AG Phil Weiser is also launching an investigation into the merger itself. The two companies run King Soopers and Safeway. Weiser's office is looking into the possibility of higher prices, lower wages, and lost income for employees and suppliers if the grocery chains combine. Weiser is concerned about how Albertsons handled its 2015 merger with Safeway when the company also paid shareholders to avoid divesting stores.
We are not dealing in a situation that a company deserves the benefit of the doubt. We're in the opposite situation. We should be concerned.
This week, a court in Washington will consider a motion to pause the dividend. AG Phil Weiser says his office already has a team ready to work with other states to look at the merger's economic impacts and get the public's feedback.
Employees at St. Vincent Health in Leadville don't have to worry about getting paid today, unfortunately. The center says more than 100 employees will get, fortunately, I should say, they will get their checks. It was kind of up in the air until the hospital secured money from several local, state, and federal sources yesterday, just enough to cover one pay period. Yesterday, the hospital board of directors asked county commissioners for a $480,000 taxpayer bailout. The county approved sending $437,000 with a long list of conditions, including a public apology from the board, monthly financial updates, and no more requests for money. St. Vincent is the only hospital up in Leadville. We talked to a former IT employee there who says he left once he realized the hospital was running out of money.
We have to have something for when things go wrong. Quite frankly, I'd be surprised if they made it to the end of the year. Honest to God, who's going to want to move to a town that doesn't have health care?
In order to get the nearly $500,000 from the county board of directors, they have to agree once again to some conditions. They did not do that last night, however, saying they want to review the list legally first. The board did claim the hospital's interim CEO had given up pay for some time now and suggested employees thank him and other management. The CEO was not in any of the meetings this week to confirm this because he's on vacation and he's out of the country.
Public health leaders say more Coloradans have been hospitalized with RSV in 2 months than all of last season. More than 1,700 people in the metro area were hospitalized with RSV over the last 2 months. Most of them are children. About 950 people have been hospitalized with the flu since the beginning of October. The state health department says Coloradans are being better about flu shots this year. More than 1.6 million have a flu shot. That's up about 20,000 compared to this time last year.
80% of hospital beds in the U.S. are taken right now. This is all according to the Department of Health and Human Services, as the U.S. is experiencing a surge due to that triple-demic. That's an 8 percentage point hike over the past 2 weeks. And for a majority of the past 2 years, hospitalizations were below 80%. It only rose to that level once during the Omicron surge back in January. The CDC is reporting all but 6 states have high or very high levels of respiratory viruses.
Well, hospitals are dealing with COVID on top of the flu and RSV. We've been talking about that. There is now a free delivery for one treatment. Walgreens will deliver antiviral drug Paxlovid for free for people with prescriptions, I should say. Paxlovid works best when you take it within 5 days of the symptoms.
We have the giggles.
The Gary giggles begin.
So used to subscriptions that, no, that's a prescription, by the way. Anyway, the FDA has cleared doses of the updated COVID vaccines for kids younger than 5 now. It aims to better protect the kids from severe illness at a time when children's hospitals are already packed. Kids under 6 who have gotten Moderna's 2 doses can get it if it's been at least 2 months since the last shot. Pfizer's vaccine requires 3 initial doses for tots under 5. Those who haven't finished that vaccination series will get their updated version after their 3rd shot. Kids under 5 who have already gotten 3 doses of Pfizer are not eligible. The FDA is working to determine if those tots need the Omicron targeted booster next. The CDC still hasn't decided.